Hey guys, so I just picked up my new old BMW R1100 RT, and that sound of silence that you can hear while I'm bombing down the freeway is due to this giant screen. This is fantastic. I can sit here, cruise on the freeway, and my head's not being bashed around. Who'd have thought it? The ABS lights are lit. That's a problem. That's a fault. I think it's because when I started it, the battery was undervolt. I did read that this is a common problem with these bikes, so I'm not surprised at all. But she's sitting on 75 miles an hour, just going with the flow of the traffic, and temperature's good. Revs are just under 4,000 revs. It's just kind of ticking over really. It's not really stressing itself. This is a comfortable speed on this bike. Very, very comfortable. On the Panigale, of course, you're just fully exposed to the wind and all of that, but this is just very nice, very pleasant. I could do this for hours. 49,000 miles on it. I think the suspension's a little bit soft. I suspect that's probably because it's got original shocks and bits and pieces in it. But you know, that's all fixable over time. Just drop a little bit in there, here and there. The discs on the rear are quite worn, but again, what you'd expect on a big bike like this, they tend to ride the rear brake a lot. We've got plenty of brake pads, I think. I mean, I couldn't see any notches, but the actual pads themselves look quite good, so I don't know, I might spend a little money and just take the bike and get a little bit of an inspection done just for the basic safety stuff. But he's had a major service done at 48, and it appears to have ticked off all the major line items which I would care about. The other thing is the transmission. These usually kind of starts to go about here on this particular model, but this one feels perfect. There's no shunting or anything. It's just, you know, if I vary the throttle, just, yeah, it drives. I mean, it drives. Not as wide as I feared. You know, I rode it the other day and I swear it was wider, but now I'm riding it now. It's about as wide as my elbows are, a little bit wider. I mean, obviously the bags are put on a bit of width to it, but I can see myself quite happily splitting through traffic on this. I think the mirrors will be well out of the way of anything, and as will my hands, the handlebars. So that's cool. Yeah, so far so good. Girlfriend's just trailing me in the car, just in case something goes wrong, but she drove here with me. All seems good. Yeah, this is what I need. I have to admit, I've had a little secret ambition, which I only talk to myself about when it's dark, but I've always wanted to get the Iron Butt Riders Association you know, membership, and to do that you've got to do 1,000 miles in 24 hours or 1,500 miles in 36. And you can do both actually at the same time, so you could do the 1,500 in 36, and as long as you do the first 1,000 miles in 24 hours, then you have to do you only have to do 500 miles in the last 12 hours. So you know, I might do that. Now I've got the bike for it. I would not want to try to do that on the Panigale. It's just not really set up for that kind of riding. This is a highway cruiser. That said, it does go around corners reasonably well. I mean, at slow speeds, didn't have any problems getting around. I want to get some new tyres on this though before I start pushing it in the corners. The front's quite, you know, almost gone on this, and so I wouldn't want to rely on it for more than just going in a straight line. But she's not surging in 5th gear. She's just sitting here quite happily. I've got a steady throttle and it's just sitting on 75 mile an hour. Thank you very much. 4,000 revs all the way home. This is great. It's exactly what I wanted for my commute. Something I can kind of just relax in and be comfortable. And then if my girlfriend wants to come with me to the city in the mornings, she can just jump on the back, and we can get there in some relative comfort. Or we can go away on the weekends. That's kind of the other thing I want to do with this, is have some little weekend rides. We go somewhere together. Again, not something for the Panigale. I've seen people do short trips with that bike. I've had a pillion on that bike a few times. It's not a pleasant bike to be a pillion on. And the thing that just gets me with this is because of this giant screen, of course, everything's so fucking quiet. I'm sure you guys notice that compared to my videos on the Pani. The Pani's just, I mean, it's all the wind noise, of course, and then you've got the exhaust. This thing's quiet. Alright, well, this is going to be a boring video for you guys, so I'm going to sign off, but I thought I'd post this one up. Ride safe.